Hey guys, it's Aaron again. Now, I already talked to you and showed you around, showed you around the small town that I grew up in, 400 people. Like I said, there's opportunity everywhere. Everywhere you look, there should be opportunity. Now, if you are searching for opportunity, you're never going to find it. If you are just waiting for that one opportunity to come up and bite you in the face, you're never going to find it. It's never going to come up and bite you in the face. If you're searching and you're looking for opportunity, do one thing. Quit searching. Quit looking for it. Look at it. See, the thing that people don't get is the opportunities in your life, and it does not matter where you are directly in front of your face, and you don't even realize them. You don't even realize them. There are opportunities all over. And if you can't find an opportunity, you can't find your opportunity, you ain't looking at it, you're looking for it. And it's kind of the same concept as if you are looking for a significant other, a partner, a wife, a husband, whatever, you're more than likely not going to find it. You're more than likely not going to find it whenever you are looking for them. Sorry. It's harsh reality. You're probably not going to. But when you start looking at people, and you start looking at the people that you are physically attracted to, mentally attracted to, spiritually attracted to, emotionally attracted to, etc., you start looking at those types of people. And you don't look at them as, hey, maybe they could be. Try looking at those people as, hey, you know what? If she was my wife, or if he was my husband, what would I do for them? How would I feel about certain things about them? You start looking at those things, you're going to find somebody that you just click with. And I'm not a relationship counselor or anything. It's just the way I look at things. Now, I have a beautiful fiance. We've been together a little over 3 years. She's awesome. Okay, so there are 5 signs that I have come up with that have complete parallels with myself, with other successful people, with my mentors. These are just 5 of the things that I know for sure. 5 signs that I have come up with that should be good indicators. And not to say that there's not other things out there, that can be indicators. But these are 5 that I can tell you for certain. 5 signs that you are capable of doing great things in your life. Great things don't necessarily mean you have to be an entrepreneur. Doing great things doesn't mean that you necessarily have to go out and be a pastor. Doing great things does not necessarily mean that you have to go out and you have to, be a billionaire. Doing great things in life are doing things that are life-changing for yourself and for the people that are around you, whether that be your family, your friends, your extended family, your distant cousin that you barely know, the people that you associate with, even if they're not your true friends, the people that you spend time with, the people that you talk to and you communicate with. If you are not having an impact on their life, you're doing something wrong. You really are. But anyway, 5 signs that you are capable of doing great things. that you would not, you wouldn't necessarily think that all of these things would matter, but they do. Okay, so the first step, and I want you to go ahead and write these down, write them down and really ask yourself, do you have these qualities? Because if you do, dude, I'm telling you right now, you have potential to do great things. Everybody does, but I'm talking business-oriented great things, okay? I'm talking entrepreneurship. I'm talking working your way up through the corporate ladder. I'm talking, just a great mind. A great mind that is capable of doing great things. That's what these signs are for. So please go ahead and write them down and seriously ask yourself, do I have these? Do I have these qualities? Do I go through these things? And whatever you come up with, you can leave it in the comments, or you can message me on Facebook. You can message my page, which is Don't Quit on Facebook. That page is my motivational page. I'm trying to get it launched. I'm trying to get everything going to where I have people, that I can help on there. Picture, just as of right now, the picture is of a blurry street light at night. That's all it is. It's nothing fancy. No overproduction or anything, but that's what it is. So go ahead and, you can leave it in the comments of this video, or you can, like my page on Facebook and message me, or you can add me personally as a friend on Facebook. That's fine too. And you can message me there, leave it on my news feed, my wall, whatever you want to call it. Any of those options. If you don't want to do that, write it down for yourself. And if you do have these things, try to look at those things and how to utilize those qualities. And if you can't see how you utilize those, seriously message me. Message me. If you know me personally, call me day or night, I don't care. And I will walk you through. I will help you. So the 5 signs, the 5 qualities, the 5, whatever you want to call them. I'm going to call them signs. The 5 signs that you are capable and probably meant to do great things in your life. Number 1, if you feel very limited where you are right now, if you know that you can do more, more than where you are right now will allow you to, that's sign number 1. So if you go to your 9 to 5 job, you go to your day job, and your boss either clearly states it to you, makes you feel this way, doesn't give you any kind of, gratitude or, hey, whatever, to make you know that you're doing good and that you can do bigger things for the company, bigger things for him, whatever. And it bothers you. And you know that you can do bigger things than what that's letting you do. That's sign number 1. If you go to work every day and you feel like you've gone as far as you can go, you feel like you've gone as far as you can go with where you are right now, that is sign number 1 that you are meant and capable of doing great things in your life. Okay, so moving on to number 2. So if you truly understand and believe that true freedom can happen to you, you can make it happen to you, that's sign number 2. And what I mean by that is you know that it is possible to attain true freedom. And what I mean by true freedom is financial, physical, emotional, spiritual, mental, financial freedom. It is possible. Let me tell you, it is possible. I don't feel like I am there yet, but I know it is possible. I know I can do it, and I'm pushing for it. I'm pushing for it every day. Financial freedom is totally possible. No matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, whether you're an entrepreneur or you're working for somebody, trust me, financial freedom is completely and 100% possible. It's all about how you think. It's all about getting your mind right. Physical freedom. If you feel like you are limited on what you can do because of your weight, because you're not strong enough. Trust me, I go through feeling physically unfree every day. And I'm trying to change that too. You know, it's a process. It doesn't happen overnight. But you see me? I am not a little guy. There's a lot of things that I struggle with every day because of that. And I'm trying to better that. I'm trying to make myself, physically free, physically able to do the things that I want to do, physically able to live as long as I am allowed to. Emotional freedom. If you are in a situation, whether your parents are causing it, whether your significant other is causing it, your husband, your wife, your spouse, your partner, your kids, your friends, your distant family, I don't care who they are. If they are making you feel like you have no options, you are not allowed to feel certain ways, they're full of crap. They are full of crap. You are going to feel however you feel, and that's just how it is. And if you make yourself feel another way because of somebody else, you are lying to yourself. That's not going to get you anywhere. Emotionally free. Be able to break that connection that allows those people to make you feel different, to make you not feel the way that you really do. Learn to break that connection, whether that means you have to, cut people out of your life or what. I mean, yeah, it sucks, but it's part of life. You have to learn that, or you are never going to be emotionally free. Your spiritual freedom, man, I live in the United States. I got it good. I have freedom over religion. We go through a little bit of persecution over here. I'm a Christian. I'll admit that up front. I go through a little bit of persecution over here. Not much. It ain't like the rest of the world. I don't get beaten for what I believe in. I don't get killed for what I believe in. I don't have people coming and knock on my door telling me that I'm gonna burn in hell because of what I believe in. There are parts of the world that you can be, beheaded for what you believe in or what you don't believe in. Man, as far as your mental freedom, this can go as far as, I believe college can be a good thing. I believe it can be a good asset to have. I don't believe it's totally necessary, but I do believe that it is a very good asset to have. It's a very good training to have. So if you're in school right now, you're thinking about dropping out, I'm not going to tell you don't drop out because, like I said, I don't think it's totally necessary. If you think that college is the one thing stopping you from being great, quit it. Leave it right now. Quit. Don't waste your time. But if you believe that college is going to help you accomplish the things in life that you want to, and college is going to help make you happy, do it. If you are living with your parents, and this is for, the younger generations, if you're living with your parents, you're about to graduate high school, you got accepted to this great university, and you don't want to go, but you're going to just because your mom and dad said you had to, guess what? You're an idiot. You are a freaking idiot. If you're going to go and waste your mom and dad's money because you're going to go, you're not going to do well because you don't want to be there. You don't want to be there. Explain it to them like that. Hey, I think I can do better things with my time and my life, and I think you can do better things with your money than waste it on me going to college because I don't want to be there. Explain that to them. And if they don't get it, let them waste their money. Go. The worst thing that happens is you go and you try a little bit, you try to make your parents happy, whatever. Go. Worst thing that happens is you fail, but you still meet other people. You still make connections. You still make friends. You can never have enough or too many connections. In networking, it is great. It is a great thing, especially for somebody that is is very extroverted like myself. You know, I feel like I have to talk to people every day, and if I don't, I feel like I'm gonna go insane. But anyway, those are the 5 bullet points that I have for that. You know, the second step. That second step, I'm gonna repeat it one more time so you can write it down. Understanding that true freedom can happen, and that you were probably meant to have true freedom. Financial freedom, physical freedom, emotional freedom, spiritual freedom, and mental freedom. Moving on to number 3. If you have a lot of ideas, that means, you know, whether you have business ideas, finance ideas, spiritual ideas, whatever. If you have a lot of ideas, that means you've been putting thought into things. And I don't mean the thoughts that you have that you just dead end because you realize that, hey, man, that's a stupid idea. I know people that have had a lot of those. I know I have had a lot of those. But I do mean the things in life that you have ideas about, like, you know, the way that you look at your money, the way that you look at business, the way that you look at management, the way that you look at finance, money, you know, that kind of thing, your spiritual walk, whatever your beliefs are. If you have a lot of ideas on those, there's a good chance that you are capable of great things. Moving on. So the number 3 there that I want you to write down and ask yourself, do you have a lot of ideas? Do you have a lot of ideas? Number 4, having the ability and the desire to surround yourself with positivity. Positivity, you know, is good influences, good mentors, successful people, entrepreneurs, optimists, just people that have the urge to make their lives better. Don't hang out with destructive people. Don't hang out with people that get into a job and, you know, a couple months into it, they start burning up all their personal time, all of their vacation time, all of that stuff, because they can't stand the idea of having any of that on reserve. They go into self-destruct mode. And that one day that they get in an accident on the way to work, guess what? It doesn't matter, you're out of time. You are out of time. That one day that something actually happened, that they needed to call in, they couldn't make it. That one day that they actually had that happen, it didn't matter. Those people are self-destructive people. And whenever you surround yourself with people that are self-destructive, those people tend to put those tendencies on you. The job that I work right now, you know, they're pretty generous with the time that they give you every year to take off, and, you know, their vacation time, their personal time, you know, all that stuff. They're pretty generous about that. So I know guys, and I've befriended guys, and I hung out with guys there, that their first year, you know, they get, I'm trying to remember how much it is, they get 50 hours of vacation, which 50 hours is the normal work week out there, which is whatever. They get 50 hours of paid time off. They get 80 hours of unpaid time off. And on top of that, the workday starts at 6 a.m. If you are going to be late, you have till 7 to call in and use an hour. You know, an hour, 2 hours, whatever it's going to take to be there. You have that much time. You have an hour after it's time to be there to call. The people that don't make it out there are the people that are self-destructive. They've burned up all their time, or they can't get their butts out of bed on time because they don't want to be there. They can't stand the thought of being there, which does not mean they are horrible people. It just means that their mind ain't right. They're going there for a check. They ain't going there to earn money. They're going there to take a check. That's all they're going there for. They are self-destructive people. So number 4, write this down. Ask yourself, do you have this quality? Having the ability and desire to surround yourself with constant and consistent positivity. Successful people, entrepreneurs, optimists, just people that are, really encouraging. When you have a hard time as a person believing in yourself, which 90% of the population of the world does, if you surround yourself with people that don't believe in you, you're not going to believe in yourself either. You're not going to do great. You should never be the most successful. You should never be the smartest. And you should never be the happiest person in your group. And if you are, reevaluate your group. It doesn't mean you have to kick them out. That means reevaluate your group. Add people to it if you got to. Kick people out if you have to. Whatever. If you really want to be successful. But anyway, step number 5. Sign number 5. Quality number 5. And really ask yourself, do you do this? Do you persevere? Do you do whatever it takes to see whatever you're doing through to the fullest of your human potential? Do you push yourself every day to be better? Do you take the initiative to go out of your way to do better things? Are you constantly looking at your job? How can this be better? How can this be more efficient? How can this money be spent differently? How can I do things to help my company improve? What can we do differently to make this product better? Do you think like that? Do you? Do you persevere? Ask yourself those 5 things. Like I said, like my Facebook page, subscribe to my YouTube channel, watch this content, read my content, follow me. I think I'm going to try to put on a seminar, and I'll have myself and some guest speakers come in. I don't have all the details yet. I'll get there. When I do, I'll let you know. Please write these down. Write all those down, and I'll go back through them one more time. Write them down, ask yourself, and be honest with yourself. Then I want you to like my Facebook page, subscribe to my YouTube channel, leave your responses to these, and I mean your truthful responses, in the comments of this video, on my newsfeed, my personal newsfeed, my Don't Give Up page newsfeed, whatever. Send me a personal message. Send a message to the Don't Give Up account. I'll see it. I will. And I'll do everything I can to help you. But the only way I can help you is if you're willing to help yourself. And one of the most important things to remember when you're trying to help yourself is, whatever you do in life, do it to the best of your ability, and don't quit.